This is Where I Stand by Philippa Werry and Kieran Rynhart. This is where I stand, all day, all night, every night. The sun shines, the wind blows, the rain sweeps by. I stand in the rain and the wind and the sun. I watch the sunrise and the sunset. I watch the trees blossom and the leaves fall. I watch the children grow. I watch the hours tick past. I know the birds and the small creatures that scuttle at night. I never sleep. I gaze at the stars by cool moonlight. A breeze stirs the trees and the shadows slide over me. I watch the busy people as they hurry to and fro. Some pass on, by without a glance. Some stop and pause. They sit beside me and rest for a while. Children race over to see me. Their curious fingers trace the names beneath my feet. They stretch up tall to pat my boots, my trailing laces. Wide-eyed, they stare at the gun slung over my shoulder. Once a year, everyone gathers. They come in the dim light of dawn with torches and candles and medals that glint and clink in the dark. They come with bugles and marching feet, with songs and poems and poppies red as blood. They stand side by side and remember. Once a year, over their heads I gaze, far away over the sea, and I remember too. I remember the farewell dances, the last goodbyes, the whistle and hiss of the train, the streamers snapping on the wharf. I remember the blue ocean waves, the sand of the desert, the bustling streets of Cairo, the beaches and steep cliffs of Gallipoli, the ruined villages of France. I remember the red flash of poppies in the fields, the roar of gunfire, the colour of mud, the silence of the graves. I remember the ones who went and those who never came back. I remember the families who wore black and wept, the soldiers with bandaged eyes and missing limbs, the nurses who pushed them in wheelchairs, the men and women with dark, haunted eyes. They got older, but I never did. They shuffled along, leaning on sticks. They laid wreaths at my feet and listened in silence as the last post played. Sometimes I saw tears in their eyes. Year after year I stood here. The trees grew taller and sheltered me with their branches. The roads filled with traffic. There were more houses and more shops. There were years when more names were added to the list beneath my feet. There were years when nobody came to the dawn parade. There were years of protests when people carried banners and waved placards. They shouted and shoved and pushed. But I never changed. Today and every day, here I stay, where children play around my feet and people stop to rest. I am memory. There are many like me. I am in the wind and the rain and the sun. I am in the birdsong and the green leaves and the moonlight. I am in the hearts of those who stop and linger. This is where I stand.